This is the Radio Realtors.
I sold the house.
This is a home. This is a place to live. This is a place to live.
Northern California's longest running show on real estate.
Real estate is not just buying and selling houses.
What are you, some kind of real estate agent? Real estate agent?
I love real estate.
Ever since I laid eyes on that house, I wanted it.
The Radio Realtors.
I love every second.
Now, here's your host, Robert Lewis and Frank Crandall.
Let's go and sell some homes.
All right, welcome to the Radio Realtors. We are Northern California's #1 real estate radio show, proudly coming to you live from the Equity Protect studios. And like we've been telling you, title fraud and home stealing is on the rise, and only one company truly stops scammers dead in their tracks from stealing your hard-earned equity. And that's our friends at Equity Protect. You can get your free risk assessment today at equityprotect.com. That's equityprotect.com. I'm Robert Lewis, your real estate professor.
And I'm Frank Crandall, your consigliere of real estate.
And you know what, Frank? We are so excited that our listeners are tuning in. And if you have a question or you have a comment or you just want to book us for an appointment because you want to know what we're all about, well, all you got to do is reach out to us on that Radio Realtors hotline. That number is 833-32-RADIO. That's 833-32-RADIO.
Or you can live chat with us 24/7 on our website at radiorealtors.com. That's radiorealtors.com.
And we have an amazing show for you today. And we've got some really, really good topics. Number 1, 8 reasons why your house may not sell. Number 2, an interview with Lance Sarnecki. He is a service specialist with Lee's Air Plumbing and Heat. What's number 3, Frank?
8 things to know before buying a house in a wildfire-prone region.
That's hot. That's a hot topic right there. And number 4, we're going to give you the 10 commandments for home sellers.
Is Charlton Heston coming in or something?
Yeah, that's right. You know, coming in like Moses with the 10 commandments for home sellers. Yeah.
Okay. So once again, you can connect with us on the Radio Realtors hotline anytime at 833-32-RADIO. That's 833-32-RADIO.
It's funny when you said about Charlton Heston. In the movie, there's a Easter egg that he is holding up the 10 Commandments and he has a wristwatch on. It's a glitch in the movie that they didn't catch before it was done. So apparently, you know, he's got a Rolex or something on, whatever it was back then. You can also live chat with us 24/7 at our website, radiorealtors.com. That's radiorealtors.com. And we don't want to get too far outside of our show today. You know, Frank, when you first put your home on the market, you might be optimistic about a quick sale, especially if you put a lot of money into improving your home over the years. And if your neighborhood is one that traditionally and historically has drawn a lot of interested buyers. And while you shouldn't panic, if your home doesn't get that initial offer immediately, you should begin to worry if it goes weeks and maybe even months and you don't get any real offers.
And Rob, if this is the case, or you want to avoid this from happening to you altogether, on the Radio Realtors today, we're going to give you reasons why your house may not be selling or may not sell.
Right. So reason number 1 is you overvalued your property. That's reason number 1 that your house may not sell. And if your home is overpriced, Frank, it's simply not going to sell. That's what we're seeing these days. So you really need to compare your property to similar properties that recently sold within your area to get a better idea of its true value.
At the Radio Realtors, all you have to do is give us a call at 833-32-RADIO, and we can give you an accurate value of your home. That's 833-32-RADIO, or live chat with us 24/7.
Right. And additionally, don't make the mistake of tacking on the cost of any renovations you made, because you can't just assume that the cost of a renovation translates to added value.
Okay, reason number 2, your home isn't selling. Your listing is inadequate.
Inadequate. That is a terrible word. And this is a totally good point, Frank, because if the listing of your home includes maybe a poorly written description without great photographs and those types of things, a lot of buyers are just going to skip over it.
Yeah. So if this this is you, you need to get a hold of us, the Radio Realtors, because we put a lot of effort into creating a listing that attracts the attention of a lot of buyers.
Right, and you need to make sure you have high-quality photographs of both the interior and exterior of your home, and don't forget to highlight your home's unique features as well.
Okay, reason number 3 your home isn't selling. You're always present at showings.
Oh my gosh, let us handle your showings for you, because buyers don't want to have the seller lurking over their shoulder during showings, especially during an open house.
Yeah, that puts unwanted pressure on the buyer, which will make them uncomfortable and likely just chase them away.
That's right. Yeah. So definitely make yourself scarce for open houses and showings. Now, reason number 4 your home isn't selling is you're too attached. And what that means is, this one relates to the last reason as well, because if you refuse to negotiate even a penny off your price, then there's a very good chance that you've become too attached to your home.
And Rob, sometimes we run into a seller where part of them doesn't want to sell their home, or they think their house is the best house in the world.
That is so true, Frank. And when this happens, odds are they're going to have a lot of difficulties coming to an agreement with a potential buyer.
Reason number 5 your home isn't selling. You haven't had your home professionally cleaned.
Yeah, Frank, a dirty house is going to leave a bad impression on buyers for sure.
So as a seller, Rob, you want to make sure you have your home professionally cleaned, including your carpets and windows, before you begin showing your house.
Yeah, it's interesting, Frank. Just a case in point here. I have a brand new listing coming up on the market, and the seller is a great seller because he is listening to everything that we're telling him about how to prep his home for sale. And one of the things that we're talking about is making sure the home is clean. And his home is in really good shape. It's fairly clean already, but what he wants to make sure is he's going to have someone come in and do that deep clean so it is sparkling and ready to go. And we have people that can do that for you. We have a team concept here at the Radio Realtors. So give us a call, 833-32-RADIO. We can point you in the right direction on what you need to do. Now, reason number 6 your home isn't selling is you haven't staged your home. And here's the deal. If you've already moved out, then you don't want to show an empty house because this makes it very difficult for buyers to imagine living in your home.
That's right, Rob. You want to stage your home with furniture and decor to give buyers a better idea of how big every room is and how it can be used.
Yeah, Frank, and we just did this with one of our listings in Crosswoods and Citrus Heights, and the seller had purchased another home and removed all her belongings, so she hired your wife, Mary Crandall, to stage the home. And this home looks amazing now.
Yeah, Rob, Mary, she does do an unbelievable job. And the bottom line is you want the buyer to feel at home when they are taking a tour of your home.
That's absolutely right. Now, reason number 7 your home isn't selling is you kept up all of your personal decor. And buyers are going to feel uncomfortable touring your house if you keep all your family portraits up.
Yeah, you want to take down your personal decor so that buyers can have an easier time imagining themselves living there.
Yeah, in addition to this, you need to make sure that your home improvements aren't too personalized. You might think that comic book mural you painted for your child's room is absolutely adorable, but that doesn't mean potential buyers are going to agree with that.
That's right. If your home improvements are too personalized, it can scare off buyers who don't want to pay for features they don't want.
Yeah, and Frank, don't forget that too personal can include your home being too cluttered. Even if your home is clean, clutter can be an issue. So for example, maybe you simply have too much furniture in one of your rooms. This can make your house feel smaller than it is.
In addition, your home may be in need of too many repairs. The more repairs that are needed, the less likely a buyer will want to buy your home.
Right, Frank. And many buyers simply don't want to deal with the cost or the effort of doing repair work, even if it's just a bunch of small repairs, such as tightening a handrail or replacing a broken tile. Now, we are going to go to break, and we're going to come back with reason 8 your home isn't selling. And if you'd like to get a hold of the Radio Realtors, we would love to talk to you. Maybe you have a story or maybe you have a question for us, but 833-32-RADIO is the number. That's 833-32-RADIO. If you're considering putting your home on the market, let us give you one of our Radio Realtors CMAs. That's a comparative market analysis. We can give you the actual value of your home. Don't rely on Redfin, Zillow, and Realtor.com. We can give you the actual value and tell you what your home is going to sell for. 833-32-RADIO is our number. That's 833-32-RADIO, or find us online at RadioRealtors.com. Back after this. You know, there are some people that believe that all mortgage lenders are the same. But do you believe that diamonds and cubic zirconia are the same? Well, at first glance, they look very similar. But to the trained eye, they are totally different because one's a fake. What's even worse is when you're in the middle of buying a home and you discover that your mortgage lender is a cubic zirconia. This discovery could make you lose your dream home and your hard-earned money. And if you want the real thing and not a fake when it comes to buying your next home, you need the diamond of lenders, Jeff Compton with Guild Mortgage. Jeff and his team, they're devoted to helping you get the right loan with the best interest rates and the lowest fees. And Jeff can close fast, in many cases, in as little as 10 to 21 days. For a quick response, you can call or text Jeff at 916-765-2900. That's 916-765-2900. Or apply online at jeffcompton.com. That's jeffcompton.com. NMLS ID number 298997. Equal housing lender.
Brandon Tatum here, host of the Officer Tatum Show. Have you heard that teamwork makes the dream work? Well, I've been part of some really special teams. I play football, I worked in law enforcement, and even my team here on the radio. And if you're wanting to buy a home anywhere in Northern California, call the dream team, Rob Lewis and Frank Crandall, the radio realtors with eXp Realty. Check this out. Royce and Angela were first-time homebuyers wanting to buy a home in Lincoln. Rob and Frank met with them, discussed their wants and needs for a home, got them pre-approved with one of their preferred mortgage lenders, and had them out looking for homes the very same day. Rob and Frank found them the perfect home and negotiated a great price. And in just 21 days, Royce and Angela had the keys to their dream home. As a home buyer, they can help you win too, even in this shifty market. Call the dream team, Rob and Frank, the radio realtors with eXp Realty at 833-32-RADIO. That's 833-32-RADIO. Online at radiorealtors.com. That's radiorealtors.com. DRE number 01406275.
Okay, honey, I've completed our spring cleaning list. Wash the windows.
Check.
Clean the gutters.
Check.
Wipe down the patio furniture.
Check.
Now, time for some rest and relaxation.
What about cleaning the trash bin?
Oops, I missed that one.
Well, it's got to be done.
But they look and they smell disgusting.
Yeah, I agree. You know, I heard on the radio about a local family-owned company called Bin Levin Clean Bins.
Oh, wow. Let me Google them. Yep, here they are. Bin Levin Clean Bins. It says they use a combination of hot water and high pressure to clean the bins. And they sanitize, deodorize, and disinfect them, leaving them smelling fresh and clean.
That sounds amazing.
Wow, Bin Levin Clean Bins also has great reviews, and their service is really affordable. So, babe, can I book them so I can finish our spring cleaning list?
Of course, honey.
Awesome!
Spring cleaning alert. Enjoy 50% off your first cleaning with promo code SPRING2024. Limited time only. Discount available on all recurring plans. Book your cleaning now at binloveandcleanbins.com.
This is the Radio Realtors.
I sold a house.
This is a home. This is a place to live. This is a place to live.
Northern California's longest running show on real estate.
Real estate is not just buying and selling houses.
What are you, some kind of real estate agent? Real estate agent?
I love real estate. Ever since I laid eyes on that house, I wanted it.
The Radio Realtors. I love every second.
Now, here's your host, Robert Lewis and Frank Crandall.
Let's go and sell some homes.
All right, welcome back to the Radio Realtors. We are Northern California's #1 real estate radio show, proudly coming to you live from the Equity Protect Studios, Frank. And, you know, we're seeing it a lot on the news. People that own their home free and clear, or maybe they're absentee owners, or maybe you own a plot of land, and all of a sudden you get something in the mail from the title company or the county recorder's office saying that you have sold your property. And there's a lot of companies out there that say, hey, we will lock your home title so that you won't have any problems. Well, all the other companies out there are just monitoring services. And what they do is they monitor your title. And then when something happens, they call you up or they reach out to you and say, hey, Rob, hey, Frank, just want to let you know that somebody recorded a deed on your title, or your home was grant deeded to somebody, or this happened. And that is not what you want. You want somebody that stops it from happening in the first place. There's only one company that does that on the planet, and that is Equity Protect. They are the absolute best, and they prevent scammers from accessing or messing with your hard-earned equity. You want to give them a call, get their free risk assessment. You can actually do it online. Just go to their website. It's equityprotect.com. equityprotect.com. Tell them that the Radio Realtors sent you, and you can even pick up the phone and talk to somebody, but you can get that free risk assessment, and it only takes a few minutes to do. Go to their website, equityprotect.com. That is equityprotect.com. I'm Robert Lewis, your real estate professor.
And I'm Frank Crandall, your consigliere of real estate.
So continuing with our 8 reasons why your home may not sell in this market, we're just going to recap real quickly the first 7 reasons. Reason number 1 was you overvalued your property. You know, if your home is overpriced, it probably is not going to sell. Reason number 2, your home might not sell is your listing is inadequate. And what we mean is that we see sometimes listing photographs and things where the front of the home literally looks like the listing agent drove by in their car 50 miles an hour and snapped a shot with their phone, and they even got a piece of their side mirror on there. I mean, it's crazy, some of the stuff we see, and some of the times it's like photographs that are out of focus, or there's people in the photographs, or the dog is out there taking a dump on the lawn and they're taking a picture of the backyard. I mean, it's unbelievable, the things that we've seen. So you want to make sure your listing is looking amazing. The reason number 3 your home isn't selling is you're always present at showings. And I would just say, you know, you being at your showings when someone is trying to view your home, it's just plain creepy. People don't like it.
It's beyond creepy.
Yeah, so if there's any way possible for you to leave and remove yourself from the home, please try to do that. Reason number 4 your home isn't selling is you're too attached. And what this means is you might be so attached to your home that you really don't want to sell it, and you refuse to even negotiate a penny off your price. If that's you, it's going to be really, really difficult for you to sell your home in this market. Reason number 5 your home isn't selling is it's not professionally cleaned. You want your home looking like Mr. and Mrs. Clean live in that house, that you could literally potentially eat off the floor when you're ready to sell your home. Now, reason number 6 your home isn't selling is you haven't staged your home. You know, a good staging, if you've already moved out of the home, you do not want to have photos of your house empty, because very few people are like your wife, Mary, who can visualize what a house is going to look like once, you know, she puts the stuff in. I was literally blown away on this last staging because I saw the home naked. You know, I saw the home with the lady stuff in it that moved. She took all her stuff, and then it was completely bare bones in the inside. And then Mary came in, and like 3 hours later, it was gorgeous again, and it looks amazing.
Yeah, in case you guys didn't know, NAR, National Association of Realtors, proven fact that you get 8 to 12% more for your listing if you have your home staged.
Yeah. Just do it. Now, reason number 7 your home isn't selling is you kept all your personal decor. You know, buyers are going to feel uncomfortable touring your house if you keep all those family portraits up, or if maybe you're a Sacramento Kings fan and everything is purple and white and black, or you, I remember one time I went into a house and everything was Oakland Raiders. I mean, it's great if you're an Oakland Raider fan, but not everybody wants a silver and black toilet seat. You know what I'm saying? That's football shaped.
Yeah.
You know? What is reason number 8, Frank, that your home isn't selling?
All right, reason number 8, your home isn't selling, if I could use my Sam Kennison voice, because you chose the wrong real estate agent.
Yeah. You know, in our opinion, choosing the right real estate agents is simply the most important decision you make in selling your home. A good realtor makes all the difference in selling your home within a reasonable time.
And that's why you need to pick up your phone right now and call us at the Radio Realtors, Robert Lewis and Frank Crandall at eXp Realty at 833-32-RADIO. That's 833-32-RADIO. Or live chat with us 24/7 at radiorealtors.com. That's radiorealtors.com.
Yeah, and Frank, and all of these things can be fixed once you realized your mistake of hiring the wrong real estate agent. However, the longer your property stays on the market, the less likely it's going to sell at listing price. And one of the best ways to avoid making these common mistakes is by working with the right real estate agents right from the start.
So if you're ready to sell your home, or you just want the real value of your home, or you're just ready for a second opinion on your situation, give us a call or text us right now. 833-32-RADIO. That's 833-32-RADIO.
Once again, if you're thinking about selling your home, or maybe your home has been on the market for a while and you just took it off and it's just not selling, or you're just wondering what's going on with your situation. Maybe your home has been on the market and you're not getting any bites. Well, let us do a forensic audit of your current situation. And if you've just been thinking about putting your home on the market and you think maybe I've missed the chance to get a good price on my property because I waited too long, well, let us be the judge of that. Let us get together with you. We'll come out and see your property. A lot of times we can even give you that value over the phone because we know most of the areas in the greater Sacramento area, and we can give you a value. And then if you want that exact value, we'll come out, do a quick tour of your home. We don't need to be there more than maybe 15, 20 minutes at the very, very most. So give us a call. 833-32-RADIO is our number. That's 833-32-RADIO, or you can find us online at RadioRealtors.com. That's RadioRealtors.com, and we'll be back right after this.
AC, heat, and plumbing, you just call Lee's. It's easy as calling Lee's. Lee's AC, Lee's AC, plumbing and heat, yeah.
Robert Lewis here from the Radio Realtors, and the dog days of summer are just around the corner. As luck would have it, my AC system just stopped working, so I called my friends at Lee's Air Plumbing and Heat, and they sent out one of their top technicians, and after a thorough inspection, my worst fears were confirmed. We needed a new system. Truth be told, our system had been limping along for quite some time. But here's the good news. When you install a new HVAC system with Lee's, you can qualify for up to $8,500 in rebates, but hurry because these rebates are in limited supply. So if you need a new system or repairs or even just maintenance, there's only one place I trust, leesair.com. That's leesair.com.
AC, heat, and plumbing, you just call Lee's. It's easy as calling Lee's. Lee's AC, Lee's AC, plumbing and heat, yeah. Lee's AC.
Hi, this is Brandon Tatum, host of The Officer Tatum Show. As a former police officer, I know the importance of trusting the people that you work with. And that's why if you're planning on selling your home in Northern California, you want realtors who got your back. Call my friends Rob Lewis and Frank Crandall from the Radio Realtors and eXp Realty. Check this out. Kat and Carl had to sell their home in Roseville and move to Ohio for work. They needed their home sold quickly to buy their next home. And because Rob and Frank spend thousands of dollars on marketing each month, they have a pool of buyers that are ready to buy. Rob and Frank sold Kat and Carl's home in Roseville for $20,000 over list price. Plus, they referred them to an agent in Ohio through their nationwide network of realtors and helped them get a great deal on a home there too. Don't wait. Sell your home today for top dollar. Call Rob and Frank, the Radio Realtors with eXp Realty at 833-32-RADIO. That's 833-32-RADIO. Online at RadioRealtors.com. DRE number 0140-6275.
If you've been thinking about buying a home, you know it's a tough housing market right now, but I've got wonderful news. There's a new home community that's a reasonable drive from Lincoln, Roseville, North Natomas, and downtown Sacramento, offering brand new 3-bedroom and 4-bedroom homes with solar in the low $400,000 range. And they even have 5-bedroom homes in the low $500,000 range. These homes are beautiful with granite countertops, LVP flooring, spacious floor plans, and great amenities nearby. Find out more. Call the Radio Realtors with eXp Realty right now at 833-32-RADIO. That's 833-32-RADIO. Schedule a private tour today, and if you decide to buy with us, we will save you thousands of dollars with special incentives. All buyers are welcome, FHA, VA, first-time buyers, and investors too, and you can reserve your home with just a small deposit. Call us now at 833-32-RADIO. That's 833-32-RADIO. DRE number 0140-6275.
This is the Radio Realtors.
I sold the house.
This is a home. This is a place to live. This is a place to live.
Northern California's longest running show on real estate.
Real estate is not just buying and selling houses.
What are you, some kind of real estate agent? Real estate agent?
I love real estate. Ever since I laid eyes on that house, I wanted it.
The Radio Realtors. I love every second of it.
Now, here's your host, Robert Lewis and Frank Crandall.
Let's go and sell some homes.
All right, welcome back to the Radio Realtors. We are Northern California's #1 real estate radio show, proudly coming to you live from the Equity Protect Studios. And we're seeing it all the time on the news. A lot of people are losing their homes to fraudsters out there that are stealing their identity and then stealing the title of their home and then selling it right out from under them. And it happens especially when you own your home free and clear or you have tons of equity. There's only one company on the planet that stops it from happening to you, and that is our friends over at Equity Protect. They are a patented, approved process that will literally stop scammers in their tracks. So if you want to get your free risk assessment, you can do that today by going to their website, and their website is equityprotect.com. That's equityprotect.com. And if you do it now, you can go and add the discount code PROTECT50, get 50% off your first year. Tell them that the Radio Realtor sent you. My name is Robert Lewis, your real estate professor. And in the studio with me today is my favorite HVAC service specialist on the planet. His name is Lance Sarnicki. He's with Lee's Air Plumbing and Heat. Lance, thanks for being on the Radio Realtors today. We appreciate it.
You're welcome.
I'm excited to get you here. I mean, you were the guy that came over to diagnose my situation at my house. And it was tragic. I didn't like to hear what you had to say because you told me that, you know, your system is kaput and you need a new system. But tell us kind of the process of how you guys over at Lee's handle that first service call where you come in and just either giving an estimate or kind of just diagnosing the system and what needs to be done.
Well, we don't go in with blinders on. We look at the whole system as a whole. We take a look at your package unit like yours was up on the roof.
Yeah.
Okay. We take a look if it's a down drop or if it's got elbows. We look at the inside of that, if they're even any good. Our company likes to remove those, put a brand new curb over the top, okay, and brand new plenums going down through. Okay, and once I addressed your unit, what I found was you had a side-by-side. Fraser Johnson was an original manufacturer that had the supply on the left and the return on the right. So you had crossover tubes going across, and that was just eating up most of your airflow.
So that would probably explain our high cost of HVAC and heating that we had every single year. And it was just a system that probably wasn't good for my home, the original system that we had, plus we needed a new system. And then let's talk about ducting, because I knew my ducting was bad as well. Let's talk about that and that process and what happens if you just put a brand new system on, but you don't do the ducting. And you've got a story about that anyway, right?
Right. The ductings are the lungs of the system. If you don't have good lungs, it's not going to breathe correctly.
Right. Makes
sense. Your
sense.
supplies and your return, it's very important to have them sized correctly.
So if you pay for a brand new system and it's a good top quality system, but then you don't have the ducting, you're just kind of wasting your time.
Yes. It's what it's going to do. It's going to wear out that product faster than usual.
So when you diagnose the whole thing, so with like my home, we needed the new system and we needed the new ducting. When you talk about that whole process, tell us a little bit more about that and how you guys do that and why it's different than a lot of companies.
Well, we actually go up and assess your ducting. We go up in the attic, we look at it, we see what needs to be done. A lot of people out there in the greater Sacramento area have half metal and half flex duct. And the metal ductwork has already usually lost most of its insulations fallen off of it, be it underneath the house or up in the attic. So it's really important that you assess the ductwork, not just the equipment.
Yeah, that makes sense. So, and then as far as things go with maintenance, I mean, you guys don't just do brand new systems like I needed. I mean, I definitely needed a brand new system, but what about maintenance? And I know you have the HVAC maintenance program that's like $24.99 a month and you guys do all this great stuff. But when someone just calls out, like let's say their AC is not blowing, what do you do to diagnose the problems and what are the common problems that people have?
Well, most of the time within the first 30 days of summertime, the capacitors start breaking down. They start popping everywhere. That and the filters are plugged up. Or you'll find an evaporator completely blanketed off with dirt because people have pulled their filters out and didn't put a new one in its place. So you'll find the blower dirty, the evap coil dirty, or the condenser coils on the outside. It'll have cottonwood all around it and dust and debris. That's why it's important to do it twice a year and have us come out and do that maintenance.
Cool deal. Now, you were saying that when we were at break, something about changing your filters and why it was important. And can you kind of elaborate on that?
Yeah, the Louisiana University study states that having a maintenance done twice a year can save you anywhere from $35 to $75 a month.
That's a crazy amount of money. Yeah, when you think about that. So, and that's just by having the filter changed and then having you guys come out and just do a maintenance and make sure everything's running tip top.
Yeah, making sure that the pressures are right, your subcooling, your superheat, those readings, and making sure that the condensers are clean, okay, dust and debris inside the electrical compartments all out of there, because spiders and earwigs can stop your system and deaden its tracks.
No
just
kidding.
One day.
Now, what about it seems like right now, especially in Sacramento County, we're seeing like a more resurgence of rats and mice and things like that. Do they do havoc to HVAC systems?
Rats tear up the ductwork, holes everywhere. And ever since the homeless has risen more than 75% in population, the rats have taken off too. They've grown over 50%.
Really?
All the people that, like Clark the pest guy, he's told me the populations of rats have grew 50%.
Yeah, we set some traps in our backyard just recently because we've seen a couple go zipping by when we're out there trying to enjoy dinner, yeah, that's crazy. So what are some other things that you would like to tell our audience about Lee's and what you guys do and why you're so different? And you were my choice. I interviewed a lot of HVAC companies, and when you came out, you sold me because it was just such a thorough diagnosis of my system, and I felt like it was honest and in depth. And you guys weren't the least expensive by any means, but I felt like it was the most detailed. And I kind of look at it like if you're going to get open heart surgery done, you don't want to go with a budget heart surgeon. You want to go with, a quality one that has a lot of 5-star reviews and you're thinking, hey, this is going to be the best for me. Well, that's why we chose Lee's and after we met you. So is there anything else that you want to kind of share?
Well, Lee's Air, I love Lee's Air because they're a great group of guys. They all got integrity and it's like a family there. And they all are very concerned about taking care of their customers.
Right.
That's very important to me.
Well, I thought it was funny when you guys were coming out, I got a text that said who was coming, and it was you. And then there was a link on there that I could click on and see where you were. But I thought, that's cool. I see a picture of this guy. And then the day of the install, which it only took one day. You guys came and you got there about 8 a.m. and you left about 6 o'clock at night. And my system was installed in one day. And by that evening, we were enjoying nice, cool HVAC. And it was blowing cold. In fact, it was so cold that my son goes, I got to go put on a hoodie because he was so used to our home being warmer. So, but you guys do a great job. And so I would say if you're out there and you think you need maintenance or you just want to get somebody to come out and service your system, because this is the time of year to do it. Because like you say, a lot of things start to go wrong when it starts to get warmer. And we know it's starting to get hot here in the greater Sacramento area. So you can do one of two things. You can call Lee's and their phone number is 916-623-1552. You can even ask for Lance if you want. You could say, hey, I'd like this Lance Sarnicki guy, and hopefully you get him. He's in high demand, though. But you can call Lee's at 916-623-1552, or you can go to their website and book online there, and that is a real easy website. It's leesair.com. That's leesair.com. Now, we got to go to break, but hey, Lance, thanks for being on the Radio Realtors today. We totally appreciate it. Super fun.
Thanks. It's been nice being here.
All right. Well, we'll be back right after this on the Radio Realtors.
AC, heat, and plumbing, you just call Lee's. It's easy as calling Lee's. Lee's AC, Lee's AC, plumbing and heat, yeah.
Robert Lewis here from the Radio Realtors, and the dog days of summer are just around the corner. As luck would have it, my AC system just stopped working, so I called my friends at Lee's Air Plumbing and Heat, and they sent out one of their top technicians, and after a thorough inspection, my worst fears were confirmed. We needed a new system. Truth be told, our system had been limping along for quite some time. But here's the good news. When you install a new HVAC system with Lee's, you can qualify for up to $8,500 in rebates. But hurry, because these rebates are in limited supply. So if you need a new system or repairs or even just maintenance, there's only one place I trust, leesair.com. That's leesair.com.
AC, heat, and plumbing, you just call Lee's. It's easy as calling Lee's. Lee's AC, Lee's AC, plumbing and heat, yeah. Lee's AC.
Brandon Tatum here, host of the Officer Tatum Show. Have you heard that teamwork makes the dream work? Well, I've been part of some really special teams. I play football, I worked in law enforcement, and even my team here on the radio. And if you're wanting to buy a home anywhere in Northern California, call the dream team, Rob Lewis and Frank Crandall, the radio realtors with eXp Realty. Check this out. Royce and Angela were first-time homebuyers wanting to buy a home in Lincoln. Rob and Frank met with them, discussed their wants and needs for a home, got them pre-approved with one of their preferred mortgage lenders, and had them out looking for homes the very same day. Rob and Frank found them the perfect home and negotiated a great price. And in just 21 days, Royce and Angela had the keys to their dream home. As a home buyer, they can help you win too, even in this shifty market. Call the dream team, Rob and Frank, the radio realtors with eXp Realty at 833-32-RADIO. That's 833-32-RADIO. Online at radiorealtors.com. That's radiorealtors.com. DRE number 01406275.
Robert Lewis here from the Radio Realtors, and have you seen the ads from title lock companies? How can you miss them, right? Well, I've been looking into these companies, and most of them are kind of a ripoff. You see, most don't actually lock your title at all. They merely monitor for changes and tell you if someone stole your title after the fact. Even worse, most county recorders already offer monitoring services completely free. However, there is one company that actually does lock down your title and completely prevents your home from being stolen, and that's Equity Protect. They have a patent-pending ID verification process to stop title transfers without you physically approving it. So if you own your home free and clear, or you have a lot of equity, you need Equity Protect so that scammers don't steal your house, equity, or title. For a limited time, Equity Protect is offering their best deal ever. For new customers, 50% off your first year, giving you 1 year of protection for less than $12 per month. Go to equityprotect.com and use the discount code PROTECT50. That's equityprotect.com and use the discount code PROTECT50.
This is the Radio Realtors.
I sold the house.
This is a home. This is a place to live. This is a place to live.
Northern California's longest running show on real estate.
Real estate is not just buying and selling houses.
What are you, some kind of real estate agent? Real estate agent?
I love real estate. Ever since I laid eyes on that house, I wanted it.
The Radio Realtors. I love every second.
Now, here's your host, Robert Lewis and Frank Crandall.
Let's go sell some homes.
All right, welcome back to the Radio Realtors. We are Northern California's #1 real estate radio show, proudly coming to you live from the Equity Protect studios. And folks, home stealing, title theft, and fraud is on the rise. And you're especially at risk if you own your home free and clear, or maybe you have just a ton of equity, or maybe you own more than one home, or maybe you have properties that don't have any home on it, but they're free and clear as well. There's lots of risk that you are taking if you are leaving your properties open to scammers. And the only company that we know of that can stop it from happening is Equity Protect. EquityProtect.com. That's EquityProtect.com. Tell them that the Radio Realtors sent you. My name is Robert Lewis, your real estate professor.
And I'm Frank Crandall, your consigliere of real estate.
And we are coming down the home stretch of the show, and we're going to talk to you about 8 things to know before buying a house in a wildfire-prone region. And I kind of jokingly said this is a hot topic at the very beginning of the show, and I'm sorry if I upset anybody, but it is a hot topic. And, you know, wildfires, they can wreak havoc on entire communities very quickly. And unfortunately, wildfires are getting more intense and frequent due to a lot of different factors, including unusual drought, overgrown forests caused by decades of fire suppression, and rapid population growth along the edges of forests.
And Rob, more than 30 million homes in the United States have a measurable wildfire risk. And states with the most wildfire-prone properties include Florida, Texas, and right here in California.
That's true, Frank. And according to a study by the nonprofit research group Headwater Economics, wildfires destroyed almost 90,000 structures between 2005 and 2020, with more than 60% of the losses occurring in these years, 2017, 2018, and 2020 alone.
And with wildfires on the rise, what do you need to know if you're looking to purchase a home in a wildfire-prone region?
Yeah, well, if you are thinking about it, you're going to want to consider these critical questions before signing on the dotted line. So what's question number 1, Frank?
what is the wildfire risk in the neighborhood?
Okay, well, the top data to know before buying a house in a wildfire-prone region is the area's wildfire risk level. Unfortunately, there are several free online tools now available to figure this out. The USDA and U.S. Forest Service Wildfire Risk to Communities tool, nonprofit First Street Foundation's Risk Factor, Realtor.com's Wildfire Risk Information Portal, the National Interagency Fire Center's Wildfire Risk Map, and something called Climate Check.
Wow, that's a mouthful.
I know.
Yeah, these resources provide interactive maps, charts, and resources to help homebuyers and communities understand, assess, and reduce wildfire risk.
Okay.
This leads us to question number 2. Has the home ever been affected by a wildfire?
Yeah, Frank, you want to make sure to ask if the home has ever been damaged by a wildfire in the past. You also can explore the Federal Alliance for Safe Homes website, and you can view disaster history by zip code.
And this will help indicate whether the home is in a wildfire-prone area. It is important to know because wildfires can strike the same zone more than once.
And if the house is in an area that has experienced a wildfire before, you want to make sure to appraise the home for any damage. Check with the local zoning department about maybe past permits for structural repairs. And you want to find out what the homeowner has done to safeguard the home from future wildfire damage.
Okay, question number 3. Is the home built with fire-resistant materials?
Yeah, you want to take time to determine whether a home has protections in place against wildfire. And using Class A rated shingles, for example, that's going to reduce the likelihood that a stray ember from the fire will cause your house to burn.
Also, find out if the home has fire-resistant building materials like concrete and clay tiles and metal, slate, and composite shingles.
Yeah. In addition to that, multi-pane or tempered glass windows are going to also provide protection during a wildfire. And houses that already have wildfire protection in place, that's going to save buyers money in the long run and provide that sense of comfort during the home purchasing process.
Okay, question number 4 is, was the landscaping designed to safeguard the home against fire damage?
Yeah, there are certain steps that can be taken with landscape design to protect property from wildfires. So when you're shopping for homes, you're going to want to assess the landscaping to see if it has been designed to lower wildfire risk.
And Rob, one thing you should look for is whether there's a defensible zone around a property, which includes everything within a 100-foot radius of the house.
Right, Frank. Clearing out combustible materials from the area, such as removing dead brush, grass, leaves, and other vegetation, and even trees in dry regions is crucial because keeping this debris away from the home is going to slow down a fire.
Okay, question number 5 is the neighborhood prepared for wildfires?
Yep. You know what? This is a good one because when you're faced with a crisis, it's helpful to have a community that you can lean on. And wildfires typically impact multiple homes at once, with entire neighborhoods being affected.
So it's important to learn as much as possible about a community's culture. Like, is there an active homeowners association? And has it outlined emergency plans?
And other questions to ask are the neighbors friendly and ready to work together to help prevent wildfires? So check to see if the neighbors have taken precautions to help protect their home from a wildfire.
Right, Rob. You're only as safe as your neighbors' homes if a wildfire strikes nearby.
That's right. So question number 6 is, what kind of insurance is available and is it affordable?
Yeah, before committing to purchasing a home in a wildfire-prone area, you need to find out what kind of insurance is available and whether it is affordable.
Right, Frank. And the typical homeowner's insurance covers damage from fire to help repair or rebuild a home, pay for maybe temporary housing, and replace belongings. However, the cost and the extent of the coverage is going to vary depending on the wildfire risk in that specific geographic location.
And Rob, in some cases, you may need to purchase a separate wildfire policy. You're going to want to check the policy to understand the deductible and specific coverage details for wildfire damage.
And you may also need to look into fair access to insurance requirements, or FAIR, and that plan insurance.
Okay, Question number 7 is, how can indoor air quality be protected?
Yeah, another consideration is whether the house is set up to ensure healthy indoor air quality, because inhaling wildfire smoke, that can lead to serious respiratory and cardiovascular issues.
Right, and you'll want to make sure that the HVAC system is running efficiently, doors and windows are sealed properly, and whether the home has an air purification system.
Yeah, and some other tips for keeping wildfire smoke out of your home include using a high-efficiency HVAC filter, closing windows and doors, limiting trips in and out of the house, maybe turning off the fresh air intake setting on the HVAC system, and avoiding evaporative coolers and portable air conditioners with a single hose, preventing ash from getting into your home, and even running a portable air cleaner.
Okay. Question number 8 is, what is the evacuation plan?
Yeah, so important. So being able to get out quickly if a wildfire is headed your way is also an important factor to consider when choosing where you're going to live.
Yeah, you want to ask some questions like, will you be able to evacuate safely? Does the HOA or local government provide tips and updates regarding evacuation, such as an app or text-based alert system?
Yeah, and it will certainly be easier if the evacuation plan is already in place as opposed to you having to figure out one for yourself. But no matter what, you want to keep your vehicle full of fuel or fully charged at all times and prepare an emergency bag with some necessities should evacuation be necessary.
And here at the Radio Realtors, we have some great insurance agents that can help you with homeowners insurance and fire insurance. So give us a call right now or text us at 833-32-RADIO. That's 833-32-RADIO.
Or you can live chat with us 24/7 at radiorealtors.com. That's radiorealtors.com. So Frank, last week we received a call on the Radio Realtors hotline from Lori in Citrus Heights, and she said that a while ago she heard us do a segment on our show about the 10 Commandments for home buyers. However, she said she doesn't recall us ever doing 10 Commandments for home sellers.
Oh, I'm sure that we have at some point.
I agree with you, but I think it's been a while. So why don't we appease Lori real quickly, wrapping up the show with this 10 Commandments for home sellers.
Sounds good.
Yeah, commandment number 1 is thou shalt not turn down a showing.
Oh, that's a big one.
Yeah, right, Frank. You usually get only one chance for prospective buyers to see your home, so take them at every available opportunity.
Commandment number 2, thou shalt not let anyone in who knocks on your door.
Yeah, people will often see a real estate sign, and sometimes they'll knock on the door asking to see your home, but you never want to let them in.
That's right. Give them our business card or have them call us.
That's good. Now, commandment number 3 is thou shalt keep your house in showing condition at all times.
When your house is on the market, how you live in your home and how you market your house are totally different.
Right, Frank. Every day you got to make your bed, clear countertops, put the toilet seats down, put dishes in the dishwasher, and put dirty clothes where they belong.
Just like a good Boy Scout, always be prepared.
Right. Now, commandment number 4 is thou shalt have no contact with prospective buyers or their realtor.
Yep, you should receive an approximate time, a showing window when your house will be shown. So make sure your home is ready at the beginning of the allotted window and leave before they show up.
In addition to that, let us, your agents, talk with the other side. Never give personal information to the buyers or their realtors. And loose lips sink ships, and sometimes they sink real estate transactions too.
Commandment number 5, thou shalt not be present for showings.
Yeah, this one is non-negotiable. It's imperative that you not be present at showings.
And it's just plain creepy if the seller is lingering about at the showing.
Yeah, that's so true, Frank.
Commandment number 6, thou shalt secure or remove pets for showings.
Yeah, people are there to see your home, but even those who love animals are going to be distracted by jumping dogs and loving cats.
In addition to that, a lot of people are allergic, Rob.
That is also correct, Frank.
Okay, commandment number 7, thou shalt open curtains and turn on lights before a showing.
Yeah, most people have no interest in homes that appear gloomy, so you want to brighten it up.
That's right. Turn on all interior lights and even your stove and microwave lights.
And you want to open up shutters and drapes.
Commandment number 8, thou shalt hide all prescription drugs, valuables, and firearms.
Yeah, make sure they're not visible to people who are viewing your home, and make sure you password protect your computer.
Guns should be in a safe place. It doesn't make any sense to take any chances.
Right. Now, commandment number 9 is thou shalt keep your home odor free.
Oh, no pet smells, no cooking smells, no strong potpourri or Glade air freshener.
Yeah, and even good smells in large doses can be distracting. Super strong candles and things like that.
Commandment number 10, thou shalt take the first offer seriously.
Yeah, this one is a really good one because 90% of first offers are the best offers and they are the most motivated. So if you don't like the bid, negotiate with it, but do not discount that first offer.
And if you'd like to get a free market analysis of your home to see what the market value is, give us a call right now, 833-32-RADIO. That's 833-32-RADIO.
Or you know what? You can live chat with us 24/7 at RadioRealtors.com. That's RadioRealtors.com. And unfortunately, that's all the time we have for this show.
Make it a great week, everybody.
You know, there are some people that believe that all mortgage lenders are the same. But do you believe that diamonds and cubic zirconia are the same? Well, at first glance, they look very similar. But to the trained eye, they are totally different because one's a fake. What's even worse is when you're in the middle of buying a home and you discover that your mortgage lender is a cubic zirconia. This discovery could make you lose your dream home and your hard-earned money. And if you want the real thing and not a fake when it comes to buying your next home, you need the diamond of lenders, Jeff Compton with Guild Mortgage. Jeff and his team, they're devoted to helping you get the right loan with the best interest rates and the lowest fees. And Jeff can close fast, in many cases, in as little as 10 to 21 days. For a quick response, you can call or text Jeff at 916-765-2900. That's 916-765-2900. Or apply online at jeffcompton.com. That's jeffcompton.com. NMLS ID number 298997. Equal housing lender.
Hi, this is Brandon Tatum, host of The Officer Tatum Show. As a former police officer, I know the importance of trusting the people that you work with. And that's why if you're planning on selling your home in Northern California, you want realtors who got your back. Call my friends Rob Lewis and Frank Crandall from the Radio Realtors and eXp Realty. Check this out. Kat and Carl had to sell their home in Roseville and move to Ohio for work. They needed their home sold quickly to buy their next home. And because Rob and Frank spend thousands of dollars on marketing each month, they have a pool of buyers that are ready to buy. Rob and Frank sold Kat and Carl's home in Roseville for $20,000 over list price. Plus, they referred them to an agent in Ohio through their nationwide network of realtors and helped them get a great deal on a home there too. Don't wait. Sell your home today for top dollar. Call Rob and Frank, the Radio Realtors with eXp Realty at 833-32-RADIO. That's 833-32-RADIO. Online at radiorealtors.com. DRE number 0140-6275.
Summertime is almost here, the season for being outdoors, enjoying barbecues, and slapping pesky mosquitoes off your arms and legs. Do you know what else this season is for? Cleaning your carpets. Robert Lewis here from the Radio Realtors. And if you're like me, you enjoyed the spring weather and left the windows of your house open, letting those breezes blow some fresh air throughout the house. And unfortunately, it also blows a lot of pollen throughout the house. And what this means is that your lovely carpets and area rugs that you walk on every day are essentially really big pollen catchers that are releasing the pollen back into your indoor air with every step. Yuck. So what do you do about it? Just call my friends at Zero Res and ask for the KTKZ special. 3 rooms clean starting at just $149, plus you get 2 rooms of free protectant. Call Zero Res right now at 916-245-2992. That's 916-245-2992, or book online at ZeroResSacramento.com. Tell them you want the KTKZ special. Spell it forward or backward, it spells the same. Zero Res.
Rob here, reminding you that you can hear all of our shows on the Radio Realtors podcast through Apple, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Amazon, Pandora, and more. Please give the Radio Realtors podcast a 5-star review and share the link with your friends. Access it now at RadioRealtors.com.